How are you, dear students? Our lesson today about math, practices, and problem solving. Pages number 787 and 788. Let's start with this video.
The essential understanding for this lesson is: good math thinkers know how to pick the right tools to solve math problems. Previously, students used pictures and equations to solve addition and subtraction problems with unknown length measurements. They have also used various tools to measure length. Students continue to add and subtract lengths in this lesson, with a focus on choosing appropriate tools to help solve the problems. This problem is key because students must choose an appropriate measuring tool to find two arm lengths, which they are to compare. Then they are prompted to write and solve an equation to solve the problem. They are also asked to explain their work. Listen and look for students who choose an inch ruler to measure their partner's arms. Since the ruler is only 12 inches long, these students need to move the ruler and keep measuring. Then they can add the lengths to find the total length of each arm. Discuss with these students how selecting a longer measurement tool would help them solve this problem more efficiently. Listen and look for other students who choose a yardstick to measure each other's arms. Listen for these students to explain that they chose the yardstick because it goes up to 36 inches, making the length of an arm easy to measure. These students measure the first partner's arm. Then they measure the second partner's arm. The second partner's arm is longer. To find how much longer, they subtract the shorter length from the longer length. Some students may use paper and pencil to do this. So the second partner's arm is 2 inches longer. These students show how to pick the right tools to solve measurement problems. Knowing how to select and use appropriate measurement tools is a valuable real-world skill that helps students become better problem solvers.
So, dear students, with our first question here, and this question is the same question. Work with a partner, measure each other's arm from the shoulder to the tip of the index finger and measure to the nearest inch. Whose arm is longer and by how much? Choose a tool to use to solve the problem. So which tool you will use here? We said it before. Excellent. It's a yardstick. So our tool here is yardstick. Why? Because it goes up to 36 inches. That means about 3 feet. A ruler would be too short. So the first one arm is 23 inches. And the other arm equal 22 inches. And this answer is a simple answer. So we want to subtract them from each other. 23 minus 22 equal 1. So it's 1 inch longer than the other one. Another question here. Marcel jumped 39 centimeters high. Jamal jumped 48 centimeters high. How much higher did Jamal jump than Marcel? Which tool would you not use to solve this problem? Do you want to use any tool here? No. Why? Because you have already the numbers. You have here 39 centimeters high and the other one, Jamal, 48 centimeters high. So you don't need to measure anything. So you wouldn't use a measuring tool. So you need just to subtract 48 minus 39. So 48 minus 39, we will start from units here. 8 minus 9 doesn't work. So we'll borrow 1 from 4, will be 18. 18 minus 9 equals 9. And we have here 3. 3 minus 3 equals 0. And we will not write 0 here in the left side. So it's just 9 centimeters. With another video.
36 feet away from the goal. Then she runs 24 feet straight towards the goal. How many feet from the goal is Sarah now? How can you use a tool to help solve the problem? You can think of tools that could help you.
Then you can choose the best tool to use.
Do you need to measure any lengths to solve this measurement problem? Why or why not? No, you don't need to measure any lengths. The lengths you need are already in the problem. You can compare lengths to find the difference. What tools can help you? Some tools are place value blocks, a number line, or paper and pencil. How does the number line show the problem? The number line shows the difference between the distances in feet in the problem, 56 and 24. Which operation is used to compare the measurements to find the difference? Subtraction is used. 56 minus 24 equals 32. Sarah is 32 feet from the goal. What tool can you use to check your work? You can use paper and pencil to check your work. The answer is the same, 32 feet. Now you know how to use different tools to solve problems.
So, dear students, with another question here, Zach is measuring sailboats at the dock. Mr. Lee's sailboat is 64 feet long. Mrs. Flint's sailboat is 25 feet shorter than Mr. Lee's boat. Help Zach find the length of Mrs. Flint's boat. We have here three questions. The first question is, which tool would you not use to solve this problem? Which tool would you not use to solve this problem? Here you should ask yourself question. Do you need tool to measure anything here? No, you don't need any tool here. You have the numbers 64 feet long and the other number is 25 feet long. So here you don't need to measure anything. So you wouldn't use a measuring tool. You just need to find the difference between the given measurements. That's the first question. What about the second question here? The second question is, will you add or subtract to solve this problem? You should think here. Will you add or subtract? Some students can add the numbers like our answer here. Look, 25 plus unknown measurement here equals 64. So you can add here or you can subtract. 64 minus 25 equal what? And here the same number of here. So what unit of measure will you use? We will choose feet. With the third question here, what is the length of Mrs. Flint's boot? Do you use a tool to solve the problem? When you subtract them, 64 minus 25 equals 39. So our length here equals 39 feet. And you used paper and pencil, just paper and pencil, to subtract. Because you have already the number 64 feet and 25 feet. Excellent, dear students. Don't forget our homework, pages number 789 and 790. See you tomorrow.